To get right to Kharkiv right now. That's where our Clarissa Ward is. I understand, Clarissa, you're inside a subway station where people are trying to take shelter. What are you seeing, Clarissa?
John, it's just absolutely surreal. Yesterday, this would have been full of commuters making their way back and forth to work. Today, it has become an impromptu bomb shelter, and it is just full. We arrived here about 15, 20 minutes ago. We were outside, and then we heard a series of thuds and saw people start to pour in here, and I think you can get a sense of just how many people are taking shelter here right now. These people are frightened, they're confused, they are desperately uncertain about what they're supposed to do, how long they can take shelter here, where they go from here. There are a lot of children in here. There are a lot of animals, dogs, pets. We've seen students who are studying here in Ukraine from outside the country. I talked to a woman upstairs who was crying because of her just sense of panic and fear and desperation, not knowing where they can go and what they can do. I interviewed also a young man called Vladimir who speaks perfect English. He's a professional. He's really indicative of this thriving young metropolis. And he said, we view Russia as being our brother. What kind of way is this to treat your own brother? And I think that that's a sentiment reflected by many people here. I just want to come off again so that we can have a chance to show you people's faces here. We're going to try to move down. And you can see people have been waiting here, some of them for hours and hours. And you see they have their pets, they have their families. And there's just no sense of what happens next. What is their new reality? Because the reality is here in Kharkiv, Russian tanks are making their way here, and nobody knows what their objective is. Are they going to surround the city? Are they going to occupy the city? We heard President Putin yesterday saying that they don't believe, that they have no intention of occupying the city. But there is so much uncertainty around this moment and such a paucity of information coming in about what people's course of action should be. The streets are largely deserted. We saw people buying... Hi, do you speak some English? Can you tell me, what are you doing here?
Actually, we came here for studies.
You came here for studies? And what this morning, what was your reaction when you heard that?
Actually, it's very horrible, very scary.
And what have you been told to do? What made you come to the bomb shelter?
We got some urgent news, like go to the shelter, stay in the basement. So we came up.
And could you hear the bombing this morning?
Yes, I think 1 hour back also we heard the explosion.
I'll let you go, sorry. It's very crowded and a little bit chaotic down here, as you can imagine. You can hear the sounds of people's dogs barking. There's a lot of children. I don't know, Brent, if you just want to see over here. All schools in Kharkiv are closed today. And people have brought their children here for safety. They've got some snacks. They put some blankets on the floor. But how long can people stay here without any sense of what's going to happen to their lives? Where do they go from here? What is the new reality going to be? That's a question, John and Brianna, that we just don't know yet.